I'm Isyander.
And I am looking into the camera, unlike you.
Oh, it's okay. Is what it is. Hi, looking into the camera, unlike you. Today, we're going to be changing some ways, baby. And the reason we're going to be changing some ways is we're going to let the poll simmer.
Yeah.
There are 4 options before you.
Yes.
And you must choose between 3 of them. And one of them will not make it. And the other 3 are going to make it, probably. You know how this works.
Well,
they go to the loser's bracket.
Yeah, you're choosing between 4 of them, 3 of them.
Yeah. You already know the deal. Sound off in the comments with whichever one you like the most. Or, actually, I think every platform now allows comments or reviews. So either or, and we will calculate them all in the grand spreadsheet.
I've seen like Spotify comments, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to leave them.
I can count them, and I do.
I use Spotify. I don't know how to leave Spotify comments.
They know how to, so that's what matters.
Why'd you say it like that?
I just did. Your options are the Word Bearers, the Black Templars, the Death Watch, and the Dark Angels.
Yeah,
those are your 4 options. Top 3 get made. Last one gets cut off. You already. Is what it is. And so while we give that its time, today we're going to be doing the last of the demons we haven't covered yet, which is the Changers of Ways, or Lords of Change, who serve the Changer of Ways.
So our ways are getting changed. Everybody's ways are getting changed.
Yeah, that's kind of their whole deal.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just grabbing you by the skull and feeding information into you that was not there before.
They are the least likely to grab you by the skull.
Metaphysically grab you by the skull.
No.
Grab you by the brain.
Yeah. They look, you'll see every other demon in like some form of single combat or kind of wading through the field.
These guys are just wizards.
Yeah.
They be casting.
They'll be involved, but they're just going to be magic missile.
Yeah.
From thousands.
Standing on a magic carpet or a floating palanquin, just like casting magic missile, lightning bolt at you.
I love the discs the Thousand Suns get.
What are they called again? They have a name, don't they?
I think they do, but it's escaping me right now. They are fantastic.
It's a shame.
I love them. Or, alternatively, you won't see one.
Yeah, because they just be doing like magic stuff.
No, it's just like a lot of weird things keep happening and a lot of strange coincidences.
Oh, literally the Illuminati.
Yeah, you just won't see one, but things will keep happening around you. And you have no real kind of say in it, except you are now just a pawn in some master plan.
This is a universe where, in the real world, you can have a series of unfortunate events, and like it is just like a coincidence. It's not like the FBI is after you and they're targeting you specifically, and they want you specifically to have a bad day, so you're pushed to do bad things. Don't do bad things. In this universe, it is definitely there's a chaos entity who's doing all of that to you.
They will derail their day about this.
Yeah,
and even if somehow you manage to get close to one and attempt to power sword it or whatever you can do, frankly.
I'd imagine you power sword it and like it fades away into like a cloud of fog and then appears behind you and backstab.
'Cause it's easy. And it does a lot of damage.
First of all part of its plan. It wanted you this close. Secondly, even if it's not part of its plan, it is still a massive bird demon with razor-sharp talons and beak.
You've just gotten close to a velociraptor and cue that one scene from Jurassic Park.
It's so bad for guardsmen. Yeah, it's terrible for guardsmen. Secondarily, if somehow the talons and claws and beak doesn't get you, you shouldn't make eye contact with it.
Is this one of those stare into the void things? The void stares back?
Yeah. If you look into their one of their titles is the Eyes of Tzeentch.
That can't be good for the brain.
Right, and part of it is because everywhere they are, Tzeentch can see. Every time a Changer of Ways is somewhere, it's like a CCTV camera right to him.
Yeah.
He can see it too. But also, every time you look into the eyes of one, you look straight at
Tzeentch.
No, the mind of Tzeentch.
Oh. The incomprehensible, I imagine, mind of Tzeentch.
The great schemer himself. Yeah, you get a one-way trip there. Yeah. Mr. Blew My Weenie clean off, but it's part of a 50-step plan that somehow ends with Queen Elizabeth winding up in a rocket to the moon somehow. Yeah. That's who you're in their head of now.
Was the first part necessary?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It was a key part. See, she doesn't get on the rocket if the first
I don't blow my rocket off.
Exactly. It's a 50-step plan. You only looked at step 1 and step 50. There's 48 more steps in between.
Okay. I'll trust you.
Exactly.
I don't know if I should.
I mean, dude,
but I will.
Have you seen Tzeentch's house?
It looks like a weird cloud of blue.
Well,
It's either the weird cloud of blue and some shattered pillars in that one piece of art that I really like.
I do like that one.
Or it's the House of Mirrors on a hill that we see from that one story of a girl getting lost in his castle.
all of the above. It's
Yeah.
great because like you look at Khorne's like brass citadel and it's exactly what you expect.
think it is. Yeah.
It is a giant bloody brass castle.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I like the idea that it's also like you've seen hammered brass, the way it's like smooth when you look at it from a distance, but you look closely and you see all of the different hammer strikes all over it. I'd imagine every surface looks like that, but blood is pooling in
Yeah, exactly. Tzeentch, Nurgle's realm. It's a garden, but
gross.
It's
There's
a garden
maggots and everything.
It's a garden the same way a swamp's a garden. There's a lot alive.
If you've ever had the chance to look at a pumpkin patch after the pumpkins have been harvested and the vines are just kind of like rotting away in the field, I'd imagine it looks like that times 10.
I'd say of all of the realms, his is the one you'd most likely need a hovercraft or boat to traverse.
Yeah.
And then
And that's not water you're hovering on.
No, it is not. And Slaaneish's realm is just a wonderful mansion located somewhere in Hollywood. Actually, no, I think it'd be an island. I think it'd just be
Would it be an island?
I think it'd just be an island.
It'd be a wonderful mansion in Hollywood, but somehow
I think it'd
somehow
just be
at
an
the
island
same
with
time
a
be an
flight log
island.
with a shocking amount of important people who've been there. I think that's all it would be.
Do you got your shots?
What?
Do you got your passport?
Oh God, I forgot about R. Kelly.
Do you want to come back with me to America?
Yeah.
How did we not know? How did the general public not know about that?
It's like Diddy, where it was like it was all kind of in front of us and nobody really.
Yeah, nobody. I mean, I
didn't read too deeply into it.
I've seen clips of. Obviously, I was a child at the time, but I've seen clips of nowadays of celebrities back in like 2007 going, don't go to those parties.
Oh,
Don't
really?
do it. Don't do it.
My favorite is Ellen, just with a bunch of kids, and she's like, "We've got a surprise for you." What? Diddy! And they just start playing like boss music. It's fantastic.
But cannot be good.
Everyone's castle is exactly what you'd expect it to
Yeah.
be. Tzeentch's is an unknowable maze inside a separate unknowable maze with gravity flip-flopping at random.
How cool.
And the entire thing is twisting and forming before your very eyes as Tzeentch has passive thoughts and it just changes everything. Mm-hmm. So sometimes Tzeentch will think, man, the Huns were an interesting thing. And then there's just an army of them roving through. And you just have to deal with that now.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'll think, I wonder if gravity was sideways. And that just twists and turns.
So this feels a little bit like the labyrinth from the movie Labyrinth.
Yeah. And if you somehow
including the weird like puppets, because...
Well, he doesn't have the puppet thing. Well, there's weird stuff happening in there.
I'd imagine if he felt like it, he'd kind of just stick those in there. Does he got David Bowie spinning some crystal balls in his hand?
Probably.
That'd be awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised. Some iterations drawn with like the hand eye thing.
That's hype.
Right?
That's really good.
And I think it works for him.
Yeah.
It's fully Pan's Labyrinth, but I think it works really well for him.
Is that Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah, with the...
That's Hellboy.
I thought that was Pan's... I swear that's Pan's Labyrinth.
That's Hellboy.
I swear...
It could be both.
I swear that's Pan's Labyrinth. Hold on. Yep, correct. It's the Pale Man.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me see it. Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's Pan's Labyrinth.
I swear Hellboy does the exact same. No, Hellboy, they visit death, and he doesn't have hands or eyes in his hands, but he's got eyes in his wings, and his face is like a weird disc.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Tzeentch, however, does not have that going on. Instead, he's got like a sphinx in the middle of it. If you somehow manage to get through everything.
Like just a bald cat?
Yeah, no, like a Guardian Sphinx style thing.
Oh,
it has
okay.
999 riddles memorized.
So a cat with a man head.
It looks freakier than that.
Yeah.
This isn't about his crib. That's a different episode. But it's got 999 riddles on deck, ready to quiz you.
Okay.
And these riddles...
I'm not succeeding on this.
What, you'd think it's like, oh, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? Like, no, it's not.
What is your name? What is your quest? What is the land speed of an unladen swallow.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. It is the kind of things where
African or European? I don't know that. Sorry, I don't think you've seen that movie.
I have not. No.
Many people in the audience probably have. You are the one exception on the Venn diagram that is mostly a circle of people who like 40K and people who have seen Monty Python. The Holy Grail.
I don't know if it's a circle. I think it's an oval.
It's not a circle. It's a really close oval.
I've been wrong in the comments before.
Yeah.
We'll find out. But it's you. I wish it was that simple. A lot of it is the stuff that you would need a blackboard and a lot of chalk to solve.
It may be some red string. A bunch of magnets.
Yeah, and a physicist, a psychologist, and a philosopher, as well as all of their lives to unravel this riddle.
And a lot of tinfoil, frankly.
Yeah, and a statistician.
Yeah.
Because these things are so terrifyingly complex that it doesn't even know the answer.
Yeah.
It just knows, like, what happens is you will say the answer, and if it's wrong, nothing will happen. No doors will open, no nothing, so it just eats you.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
if you say the answer, it won't even hear it. Like, you'll open your mouth, nothing will go in, but doors will open, and it'll go, oh, I just solved it. So even it doesn't know the answer to this.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, because if it knew the answer, then it might spill the beans someday. Yes, Tzeentch is so funny.
So it's not the tester for these riddles. It's just the steward of these riddles.
Yeah. Or frankly, there is no real answer, and Tzeentch just thinks, you're scrappy enough. Go right through. This is part of a wider
I mean,
plan.
if every demon of Tzeentch is like a CCTV into his brain, then I'd imagine he's just like looking. He's got a big screen with this Sphinx, and he's just like,
well, mostly the Lords
what do you
of
look
Change.
at?
But you know he's watching all of his.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
watching all of them. Nobody's beaten this. Nobody really gets in. The only people who have managed are Dorothy and Toto. Not a joke.
I remember this story. Yep. And they didn't come out.
And it is the one thing that guardian is insecure about.
Really?
Yeah.
Letting them through?
It swears they cheated.
That's funny.
It swears they cheated. When Tzeentch showed up to ask him, he was like, no, they cheated. I'm sure they cheated.
I don't know.
There's no way they knew.
I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, I love Tzeentch's mind so much because it's the only realm. All the other realms are pretty, like, there's pretty hard boundaries for the most part. I mean, it's the warp, it's ever shifting, right? But Tzeentch's is particularly ever shifting.
Yeah.
Like, you
can,
can,
Khorne, you can nail down to there's death there, there's blood there.
Like Tzeentch's, you open a door, you wind up under Khorne's chair.
Yeah. Well,
that's just a thing that can happen.
That's really funny.
That's just a thing that can happen.
That's so funny.
Or take a right, and is that Caesar crossing the River Rubicon, and you're just stuck here now?
See, that's
make your Roman life work.
So blatantly Tzeentch, I love it because it reeks of this would be funny.
Okay, why not?
Why not?
And that is the mind you peep into if you look a Lord of Change in the eyes. So you kind of just don't.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. If that somehow isn't enough to drive you to madness, in return, it will lay your soul bare for everyone to see. Which, harrowing. Frankly.
It just projects a hologram over your head that just says this guy likes feet with big movie theater lights flashing around it and a red arrow pointing at him with a red circle around his face.
Well, also showing the moment of his death and the moment of his birth and everything in between.
Yeah,
which is just it's enough to put you to the brink. It really is, because you're not supposed to see everything you were ever meant to be and ever will be laid out in front of you.
It's all supposed to be a mystery.
Yeah.
You're supposed to figure it out as you go.
It's
That's why they call a present a gift.
I haven't heard that one before.
It's from Kung Fu Panda, dude.
I know, that's why I've heard it before. Obviously.
Ugh.
But, yeah, there's very good reason. Most guardsmen just will not even withstand getting near one of these things. And even Sisters of Battle won't really stand much of a chance being near one of these things. I mean, unless they've said their prayers, eaten their Wheaties, gone to bed on time, did the whole 9, and even then they'll probably still die instantaneously.
Yeah.
This is very much so the kind of thing where you want to call a named Marine or Grey Knight.
Probably named Grey Knight.
Named Grey Knight to be safe, because at the end of the day, even though they tend to look very withered and frail.
They're still pretty strong.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
They are very strong.
Yeah.
It's Tzeentch, so nothing is ever as it seems, right? But for them specifically, it's very comical because they appear frail and weak and like wizards in the back line with cloaks, you know? Like you can't make out their face. They're like super shaky, but weirdly accurate with magic missile. However, these are people who are at the end of the day very well studied and very knowledgeable. Their patron god's whole thing is knowing everything and knowledge. They're within all those mazes we talked about. There are so many libraries, one for everything. There's a library that catalogs every lie ever told. You tell a lie, it immediately is written down there. All of them.
Sure.
Every single one. There are others that are just repositories of all known history, repositories of everything that's ever been or maybe will be. You have the people surrounding Kairos Fateweaver writing about every divergent future that could come from this day. So there's a lot of knowledge in there. And what that leads to is a bunch of rather large bird demons
Who know way too much.
that are very competent in all forms of warfare and combat.
Yeah.
Meaning, and this hasn't happened yet, mind you, this is just me putting 2 and 2 together here. You could reasonably round a corner and get laid out by a Lord of Change who has a black belt in yes. Like, it is very, very possible, in fact, probable even, to get a Batman level beatdown from one of these guys for no reason other than they think, this will be funny.
This will be funny. I don't cast spells. I just know every martial art.
Enchanted brass knuckles.
Yeah. No, not even. He just fists. Fisticuffs.
They could do
these hands.
Yeah, if they so chose. They are so amusing to me because all the other ones, again, they've got their thing. Bloodthirsters, they've got that flaming whip, and just pick a giant weapon for the most part, you know?
Yeah.
Axe.
Make a weapon
sword,
big. That's what you got.
Set it on fire, too. That's pretty essential. Keepers of Secrets, battling like it's a dance, kind of schmooving. They tend to use very long, delicate weapons. Honestly, a lot of the great unclean ones fight like mages do. Just torrents of filth and disease.
They kind of arrive, and that's their attack.
Yeah. That their presence is their present.
Yeah.
You know, it's a terrible thing to be around.
What are you going to do, big boy? Is sit on me?
They could, reasonably. Belly flop on you, and that'd be...
time I made that joke, and it's still funny in my head.
I'm glad you amuse yourself.
But I'm just imagining the great unclean one's 2 huge massive cheeks just landing on a guardsman.
Thank you for painting that.
Leaving him with Squidward flattened on the ground face.
I hadn't envisioned it. Every time you said that, I just pictured Tai Lung. Oh.
See, it starts as Tai Lung.
You know how much detail is on those? Have you seen Great Unclean One art?
Yeah, I
Have you seen some really good painted models?
I saw a really well painted model recently. I didn't notice that on not Kugath. Where is it a Kugath? The one that wears the purple Rotigus.
No, he wears red. Rotigus wears like a red kind of hoodie rag thing.
Is it red? I saw it painted
You can
purple.
paint it whatever you want.
Yeah, it's your model at the end of the day. But anyway, I didn't notice that Rotigus, you mentioned one of his powers was manifesting a mouth anywhere. I didn't know he could just manifest it anywhere, and so I noticed his model has one under his arm, probably to shoot vomit forward.
Yeah.
And disgusting.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a Lord of Change could either be an Illuminati conspiracy to get you specifically, could actually have put microphones in all the pigeons in your life, could just be casting magic missile at you from 5,000 miles away, or critically, fold you like it's a BJJ tournament.
Yeah.
And every single one of those is equally likely. It's so funny to me. They are hilarious. Or they could just do the thing that they do, which is put on their best commissar outfit and just be fantastic generals.
That's kind of funny. You mentioned BJJ, and my first immediate thought was a changer of ways would be the type to immediately pull guard.
Yeah. Oh, immediately. They live for this stuff.
Yeah.
Though at this point, you may be wondering, they're good at range. They could be good up close. They're tactical geniuses. They possibly know everything. Where's the downside?
I'd imagine at the end of the day, it's working for Tzeentch.
Yeah. You've learned well. That is
You work for the guy whose entire gimmick is, this should be funny.
That is their single drawback. As written, I'm not joking, they are probably the strongest of all of them. But at the end of the day, they're employed by Tzeentch.
Yeah. I feel like this is the same thing as if you were working for like Logan or Jake Paul, but they're cosmic entities now.
Tzeentch is so much worse.
Like, you're there in the hype house, and like the shenanigans they get up to is, oh, they burned a piano in a pool or some shit. Tzeentch? Your nuts on fire. I put them in a deep fryer. How'd I do it? I did it at light speed so you didn't notice, but they're still on fire.
Tzeentch is the only one of, because none of them are outright good to their followers. None of them really are.
Well, maybe Nurgle. Nurgle's still...
In Nurgle, there's a lot there. I would not call making you not feel pain ever, only to make you feel the worst pain ever if you're separated from them.
That's
a good thing.
Yeah.
You know? All of them have a drawback, but Tzeentch's is the most pronounced. He actively screws with all of his units, and at any given point, he has a decent reason. Like a Lord of Change could genuinely be winning a fight, leg blown off, for no reason. For his Tzeentch's Marines all mutate to nothing at some point. That's just a problem they suffer from.
I'd imagine you looking at just the Rubric Marines.
Well, they're trying not to.
Yeah.
Hence they've tried.
Okay, not the Rubric Marines, but the Thousand Suns specifically. The flesh change. They just
and Tzeentch
become a lump at some point.
Tzeentch is cool with it. You know, the worst the others have done is like, okay, you know, you left the Butcher's Nails in. That's pretty bad. The Slaanesh Marines.
They seem happy. Too happy.
Yeah, I mean, the worst is like, you know, Slaanesh's fickle temper, you know, which goes to all of them. Yeah. So, like, you know, you could report bad news and get your head just off by Fulgrim. That's, I think, as bad as it gets, frankly. They're into it. They're into it. They literally do it to themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I guess that would be the ultimate punishment, because if you turn them into a meat harp, they'd enjoy it.
Yeah, some of them would enjoy that, right?
So Slaanesh's greatest punishment is, I'm just going to kill you in one go.
Nurgle is the whole everything going on there. It's more of a passive kind of a thing where nobody really wants to be there, but like we have to, otherwise we feel the worst possible pain. It's an abusive relationship. But Tzeentch is awful.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like if you're working for Tzeentch, and this is the thing that really reigns Lords of Change, and every time they're scheming, it could work in their favor with all their awesome powers and everything that they can do, or it could equally fail because Tzeentch thinks it's funny, or it could fail because this is a very, very long-winded plan that will ensure Tricky Dick never gets into office. Therefore, we get 2 terms of LBJ, and we get a Horatio as a president, and I think that would be funny. Both are equally possible with Tzeentch.
See, what I was going to go for is like Jim from The Office being like being given his ultimate Tzeentchian permutation, where like, he put the stapler in Jell-O, but this is like a Jell-O mold that was a mile radius, so you have to swim through the Jell-O to get your stapler.
No, Tzeentch screws you. That's equally possible too, but he regularly, often will screw them, and if that's not the thing that does them in, their own like Tzeentchian nature will do it, because I could just magic missile him, or I could try and alter fate and have this elaborate plan and scheme all my own that involves manipulations and machinations, using everything and everyone as a pawn.
Yeah.
So like,
at the end of the day,
they do tend to overcomplicate things.
They want to build their own red string corkboard.
Yeah.
It's kind of what they live for.
Yeah, and all of them are trying to do this. So not only will Tzeentch screw them, but they will also screw each other all the time.
They're having their own personal great game.
Yeah. But, you know, when they're not doing that, they make great oracles. And fantastic, you know, magicians for 10th birthday parties.
I'd imagine with them being weird and warpy, and the most weird and warpy, it seems, they probably, they are good at farseers.
No, that's a legitimate thing. If you meet an oracle, there's a non-zero chance it's a Lord of Change.
Yeah, it's a Tzeentchian follower. Or
if a magician shows up to your 10th birthday party, that is equally plausible with them. because they just love, they can't help it.
Yeah.
They cannot help it. Yeah, sure, I could just summon a ton of demons and fire a big blue beam at the general. Or
I could set it up so that I was in the general's childhood and I gave him a startling fear of clowns, and as I became a clown and just scared the shit out of him. And then now in this current battle, I become a clown again and so deeply tap into his childhood trauma that he runs away.
Yes, that is the kind of stuff. They love causing uprisings. They love causing rebellions. Often it's their fault.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will just plant a minor seed somewhere and just go, meh.
Let's see where this goes.
That'll be a problem at some point.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite one is Kyros changed one thing in the Book of Magnus.
Just
walked away.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's going to be, but it's not going to be great.
I'd imagine Reverse Flash is like the ultimate Tzeentchian follower.
Yeah, that's very much so.
Didn't he like go back in time to unbirth Barry Allen?
This isn't the DC episode. That's coming. This isn't the DC episode. So no. But yeah, these guys are just machinations on machination. Oh, I forgot to mention, we talk about this more on Patreon, so I'm not going to go too deep into the weeds. He didn't just change a single thing in the Book of Magnus. He did so while possessing a robot and accompanying them for a good half of a book before using it as a scheme to convince another one to shunt the flesh change into a whole bunch of poor people who never saw it coming, only so that he could then later use that same person as his next host, while convincing that person to change a single line in the Book of Magnus. It's
what a
so
fun
much
plan.
And I honestly think
that it was hard to keep track of where we were going on that Patreon episode for me.
I think it would have been easier for Kyros to arrive as is, kill them all, and change the book.
Yeah.
But he would never do that. It's way less fun. Instead, let me show up in something known as an iron oculus, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so...
I do love how like the gymnast meme they are.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
They are the like Khorne. I love Khorne because you just it's the
hop from one point to another.
Done. Meanwhile,
see, just like there's a jetpack involved here somewhere. Why?
It's a 10-foot ceiling.
It's a 10-foot loop. It's a 10-foot jump.
Yeah. It's and again, if you do somehow find out who's behind all of this terrible misfortune that's been happening, or this sudden uprising, or this
you're immediately mad.
You're immediately mad, or they are just outright kind of terrible in close combat too, because if you actually properly press one, like you will beat it in CQB, they will melt the floor beneath you.
I'm done. Party's over.
Yeah.
Floor is lava.
No. It is the least fun type of, like, they're all fun in games, like, haha, I've studied every martial art, I can fold you, you know, haha, magic missile 1,000 times. If you're actually putting one on the ropes, it'll just cheat. A cornered animal that has 9th level spells. It'll freeze your eyeballs in their sockets, just like that.
Sure.
Just because that was getting too close, you almost banished me.
I'm losing.
Yep.
Dead.
It's so cheap.
And not like instant death, like funny death. Like the floor is lava is hilarious.
Yeah, floor is
freezing your eyes is hilarious.
Like it was, they will just testicular torsion. Just right then and there. You're about to swing and properly banish me? Nope.
Mend butt crack.
Immediately. Move butt crack.
Move butt crack.
Yeah. Just something that will throw you off long enough for it to leave, or just kill you right then and there. They will like turn your blood into glass if they need to.
I'm sorry.
They're only limited by their creativity.
I'm going to take a bit from Patreon and reference it here because somebody asked us a very, very Tzeentchian question of like, you have the power to make any spell up that you want to, but somebody else gets to create a downside, and your immediate response was delete butthole, and my immediate response was, okay, you've deleted my butthole, but now you poop all the poop I am supposed to poop.
Yeah. They would
That's a Tzeentchian spell right there.
Yeah, they would cast just Fizzle Skeleton.
Fizzle Skeleton?
Fizzle Skeleton. Just, they are so truly cheap when it's down to the wire.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
You thought a nut shot was bad. Imagine.
Yeah, like
they'll put your nuts on your forehead and punch you.
Like I love it so much because, like, you know, if you're going against, and this is why Khorne hates them, by the way, because if you're going against a bloodthirster, it's an honorable battle. You're going toe to toe. Swords are clashing.
Yeah.
There's a battle all around you. Fire's raging. Right?
Against a changer of ways, though.
Testicular torsion, gone, or just your legs are reversed. Yeah.
Looks like you have 2 left feet, bucko.
Fuse kneecaps.
Fuse kneecaps.
Yeah. Like, it's so, I mean, I could go on and on.
Wacky.
And on. It's just embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing.
Anything you could reasonably think a powerful wizard could do to you, if they had truly... it was truly down to the wire, they hated you, they will do it. You could just wind up in a desert somewhere.
Yeah.
They could just, nope, done, bye,
goodbye,
I'll figure this out later. And equally possible is another one causes you to go right back because they're like, nope, he needs to die here, this is part of my plan. They're so self-defeating.
And so you're just like a pawn in the middle, just like, what am I doing here?
There's a very good reason you should never summon one.
No.
Because it will probably...
You're going to get yourself... It's like a goddamn timeshare. You're going to get yourself involved in so much BS that you don't want to be.
Dude, I could very, very easily see a universe where a Grey Knight is about to end it. Boom! He's suddenly in a suit in Florida being sold a condo. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's a Disney timeshare. It's great.
And then suddenly the speaker at that event, because these are events for some reason, like looks him dead in the eye and says, I have plans for you elsewhere, and immediately snaps and sends you right back.
Yeah. It's there's legitimately a Lord of Change you should never summon, because if you do, you got close enough to my real name and they'll just kill everything on the planet.
Funny.
Everything. And if you do actually know anything about it, and I mean anything about it other than it's
that one SCP.
Yeah, then it's a blue bird. If you know anything more detailed than that, it will show up and kill you. Every single time, without fail. Even the Imperium doesn't have records on this thing.
Because it'd be too dangerous to have.
Only Tzeentch understands it, and that's because he's the one who drove it mad.
It'd be so funny. There are so many ways Tzeentch could probably just kill the Imperium and doesn't, because it wouldn't be the funnest option.
No, even this like Lord of Change that does this, it's Tzeentch's fault. He just shrouded it in ward after ward after spell after ward, and it, like in trying to comprehend what was happening to it, it went right mad.
Yeah,
and was like, if I can't understand me, nobody will.
Yeah, and so he just broke his own brain.
Yeah,
funny.
Tzeentch is such a bad boss.
So yeah, that's the downside.
Such a bad boss.
You don't want to work for Tzeentch.
It's legitimately like if the CEO could show up one day, like let's say you work. And let me not use real names. Let's say you work for a massive company that has a smirk as its logo, and suddenly
That's still too on the nose, brother.
No. Suddenly their CEO, Beth Jesus, arrives at your warehouse and decides to specifically throw banana peel at your feet and point and laugh. Now, obviously, there's nobody like that in real life, and if there was, they'd never do anything like that in real life. But can you imagine how deeply frustrating that would be to work for that? That's what Tzeentch is like. It's so terrible. And
I'm pretty sure there's a single letter company that does have a boss that does this shit.
Does it really? Single letter company?
Single letter company.
I'm running through the full S&P 500 right now. You can just censor it. Oh, yeah. No, that guy's totally like that.
Yeah.
You'll have to guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's what he does to the lowest level employees. Imagine what he does to middle management. Tzeentch sucks so hard.
Which the changes ways aren't even middle management. They're like proper executives.
Yeah, they're like C-suite.
Yeah.
And he just does this to them for no reason other than... I think it'd be so funny if our CTO genuinely thought his children were replaced one day. Why not? Why not? And so this CEO goes and swaps his kids out for ones slightly shorter.
Looks exactly the same, and just slightly shorter.
And they just talk slightly different. And he's like, oh, this will be funny.
Fun ideas for the CEOs in the audience.
Yeah. But it's so terrible. And that's just one of them. There are so many of them that he is personally directly screwed with. As far as Tzeentch is concerned, like if you're looking at this like it's a chessboard, right? Mm-hmm. And you see every single piece, there are pawns. Every single one of the big four has pawns they use. Everyone in 40K has pawns they use, right? But for the most part, once you get behind them, once they're getting to the knights, the bishops, people get a little bit closer. People get a little bit more reserved. You choose what you do with these things a little more carefully, right? As far as Tzeentch is concerned, the queen's still a piece.
Yeah, throw it.
Why not? Why not? And he's willing to throw it at your forehead.
Yeah. He's not going to use it on the board. He's going to throw it into your forehead.
Or just eat it. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? You were so focused on me eating it, you didn't notice a pawn made it all the way to the other side. Now I have another queen.
Then he eats that queen.
Yeah. It's so terrible. Like, there is a changer of ways who legitimately got doxxed by Tzeentch. Like, there's a changer of ways who was given the task of creating matter out of nothing, and it failed at this task. And because it failed at this task, every changer of ways near it immediately knew its true name.
Cool.
Just because
so this changer of ways gets bullied.
It has to run away.
So it gets bullied.
Yeah, it gets bullied off into like the weird wastes in between the realms, where it slowly withers away, and another changer of ways walks up and goes, "You thought you were the first one to try that? This is a part of my plan. I knew you'd waste your life."
And then he just throws him in a cosmic locker.
Pretty much. For no reason this other changer of ways did it, by the way. None whatsoever.
Just
it's
because he
older.
could.
Just because he could. There's another one that told an unvarnished lie in front of Tzeentch, and Tzeentch went, punishment. He immediately turned it into a sword. Yeah.
Cool.
Like Tzeentch was just chilling one day and heard the truth. And he was like, I know for a fact
I did not just hear the truth out of your mouth.
Sword. Done. He found it greatly offensive.
My ears have no room for these vulgarities. Mm-hmm. Sword now.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Tzeentch is all for change, and you weren't a sword, and now you are a sword.
So, change time.
Yes, we can. Get sworded, loser.
Get sworded, loser.
He's so fickle. And again, if he can do this to you, he can also help you. There's a reason why Tzeentch's forces, when they're on a roll, it feels really bad.
But also, is that help not just a tool of his own machinations?
Yeah. Who knows?
It probably
all the stories
most likely is.
I won today. Maybe Tzeentch found it particularly funny to mount my enemies. I don't know. But I'm happy.
This is where we're at now.
This is good for me.
I will
take
ending.
it.
Yeah.
And you can't even try to stay on Tzeentch's good side.
No, because I don't think he has
the
one.
Lords have changed. No, they do. Tzeentch does have a good side. But if you had to picture Tzeentch, you know that like when we simulate a fourth dimensional cube, like a tesseract, and like the sides are always shifting.
Yeah.
That's Tzeentch's good side. It's one of those sides.
That's more complex than I was going to use. I was going to say, you know how pulsar stars are rotating at like 1,000,000 miles a second?
Well, yes, of course. I bump into them every day. I drive past them on the way to work.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
I hope you don't get irradiated.
Way simpler. Way more relatable. I do agree.
Yeah. I hate you, dude. I hate you. Pulsars.
Sorry. It's just...
Stars...
That's way simple. I have a way simpler one. You know the way pulsars...
Rapidly rotating object.
Yeah, rapidly rotating object. Yeah, that's you really cannot stay on his good side because it's always moving.
Take a changer of ways and rotate it in your mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Tzeentch doing the rotating.
Yeah.
Good luck finding his good side.
You're Tzeentch now. You've been rotated.
Yeah. But, you know, they have a pretty sweet gig because at the end of the day, like, look, the Thousand Sons have it rough. You have flesh change, but Lords of Change at least get really powerful spells. Mm-hmm. You know? I cast Morning Star-sized kidney stones.
You might as well have just cast Penis Explosion and gotten it over with.
Yeah, well, you know...
It's more fun this way.
Decided to get creative about it, you know?
It just seems like Tzeentch and his followers are all the party of why not.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Sure. Why? And there are so many cases of these. There are so many cases of these, dude, where Tzeentch just absolutely screws his forces over. And you know the way you mentioned earlier that there are several ways that Tzeentch could beat the Imperium if he wanted to, but he chose not to.
Yeah. He just decides not to.
In old retconned lore, it's Tzeentch's fault that the universe is in a stalemate.
I remember this because he won the great game and went,
No, this is different.
This is different?
This is a different time.
really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one who orchestrated the heresy ending in such a bad way for everyone because he thought it was funny. Yeah. Not anymore, obviously. Now the canon it's more like this is the best thing for chaos because of war unending.
Yeah.
But back in the day, yeah. And I fully believe it, for goodness sake, because Tzeentch can smile with his crotch. Like, I don't know where to trust him. He's got hands everywhere and eyes everywhere. What are you supposed to do about that? Like, there's a non-zero chance he is behind it all.
Yeah.
What, did you forget about that?
I did forget about that.
Yeah, he's got a weird mouth there.
I wasn't looking at Tzeentch's crotch, but,
Well, now you'll never unsee
that.
There's a Lord of Change who didn't have the power of foresight. And so he went off and stole he literally showed up to a planet and stole some kid's ability for that.
Yeah.
And then used it to bait a great unclean one into possessing an inquisitor. Which then led to a 1,000-year shadow war against the Grey Knights. Which will either fully kill every Grey Knight or make their mayo expire before the next potluck. No 50-50.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
A lot of them did just show up to the heresy to get their backs rearranged. Like this is a thing that every greater demon really suffered from. Look, there's a Lord of and it's dead.
And it's dead.
Dead.
A named Ultramarine just killed it.
A lot of them exist also to be cool stories for the Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Like one of them literally only exists to be the title for a Warhammer.
Is it the 40,000th?
No, it's just one of them.
That's
it's not the 40,000th one. Probably like 20,000.
Yeah,
give or take.
One of them.
One of them has fully decided. You know what would be entertaining? Let me change the arc of an entire chapter of Space Marines. Why not?
So this is how the Lamenters get the way they are.
Possibly.
Probably. Honestly, like looking at it,
maybe.
There's
another one in a random sector of space just putting on Broadway. That is it. People just show up there, strung up like marionettes, and they're working their way through whole seasons of a TV show.
So they're just doing like a WandaVision out in the middle of the galaxy.
And you think it's Imperial peasants, but there are Inquisitors and Space Marines.
That's funny.
That are just there now. Even some Eldar.
I needed a rather large man to play Frankenstein for this one.
Well, more like I needed a whole troop of Harlequins.
Oh. Harlequins?
Yeah. He just has them. Why?
Where'd he get those?
Mm-hmm. And you know what the Eldar's response to this is?
Shaking their heads, head in their hands, crying.
We should go watch this show.
Smoking a cigarette. Let's get ideas.
No, because think about it. What would be the funniest thing that it could do with a bunch of Harlequins? Put on a TV show all about the ways to kill Slaanesh. Or you show up there and it's just warp news. There's no way to know.
Yep.
It's so, like, this is a real slight quandary some Eldar are having to deal with. Because there's a non-zero chance somewhere in there will be hints of how to deal with their greatest enemy. Because of course there would be. Why wouldn't
this be the funniest place to put it?
There's one who lords over a screaming vortex. That's just a thing. There's another one who is just inside a Space Marine, living its life.
Cool.
And there's another one that tried to do that to Celestine. That one didn't work out.
That didn't work out?
No.
At the end of the day, it is Celestine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a thing.
Sure.
I love the Lords of Change. They are so...
It just seems like they're... Why not?
Why not?
The characters.
Mm-hmm. This seems like legitimately, they could expose... they could say one of the custodians was one this entire time. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do anything? I thought it was funny.
The Emperor was a Lord of Change.
I say that's a bridge too far.
Are we sure?
It's a bridge too far.
Are we sure?
That's a bridge too far.
Maybe because the guy on the throne is...
The reason they reigned in Tzeentch is because of that.
Okay.
Like, he just felt too strong.
He did break through Big E's barrier once.
Yeah, but Tzeentch also, like, he really struggles because he's the changer of ways. the universe inherently is always changing. It's never stagnating.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful when you're writing him. And so that's why I really like this.
But is he the one doing that?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, I'd say. That's why I really like the stealth nerf they've gotten where, no, they're just powerful. They're incredibly, hilariously powerful. But sometimes it just will not work or will actively work against them because that's still change.
Every time they use their powers, it's a roll of d20.
Wild magic table, baby.
Yeah.
You know? Could work. Maybe it'll be worse. Maybe it'll be bad. That's still change. I don't care. So what do you think of them?
I really like them. They're so weird.
They're great.
They feel like just cause the characters.
Why not?
I feel like there's a lot of room for like some fun characterizations there too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you were talking about the guy who runs a Broadway show in the middle of the galaxy. My brain immediately went to like WandaVision, the character.
Yeah. And that's just, nobody can fully deal with that because what the hell do you mean?
What do you do?
He kidnapped an Inquisitor, has it strung up like a marionette, and is making it do a TV show.
You hear he's captured Space Marines. Is like, what?
How am I supposed to fix this?
How do I do? What do I do against that?
Nothing. Yeah. Really.
And the Harlequins, honestly, I think they're probably right for that. Just like, what can we do other than listen?
Just go tune in.
We can't fix it.
Maybe he's going to help us out.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's funny. Or it's a trap for all of us, but who knows? We can only do what we can do.
Can't figure it out unless we go. Schrodinger's weird. Yeah.
But that does bring an end to this episode.
No, it doesn't.
Mail time.
Mail time.
Mail time.
Mail time. We have quite a bit.
A lot of mail? You aren't kidding.
Yeah, a little bit of mail.
Mail fort.
Mail fort. A little bit. Yeah, we had a post office weird happen, and we couldn't access it for a little bit.
And now we can. And
now we can, and it stacked up a little bit.
Yeah. So we're just going to open all of it. If you want to send us stuff, it's always listed in the description. So, and we check it often.
Yes.
So,
we're going to start with these two, because these two have a open me first, open me second dealio going on. And so, I'm going to start with this one, because it's right in front of me. Oh, I know what this is.
What the?
We're playing Battletech.
Oh.
Or we were playing MechWarrior 5 specifically on stream. The egg. And I remember somebody said sending you a plushie immediately. I remember you in chat.
I didn't know they made egg plushies.
They make
egg mech plushies.
They actually make a bunch of mech plushies.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very I dig that.
This is going in my room.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one's not staying in the set.
This is going in my room.
It's a good one.
Mech plushie.
I love the skull and crossbones on it.
Dude, the urban mech is awesome.
Egg.
I'm gonna put egg right there for now.
Capable of self. Oh, that's good enough. Self-standing.
He can lean. Package number 2.
Mr. President.
I was gonna say, why don't you go for it?
Oh.
Yeah, because it's closer.
Well, because I've got the computer in front of me, so I kind of physically cannot.
Scooch it!
Well, yeah, but like it's all wired into stuff.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to have to move the mic. Package number 2. Oh, I remember this one. I pre-opened this one because I wanted to check on it.
A container with holes in it.
Someone in our Discord and our Patreon live streams has been educating us on isopod terrariums and isopod care. This is a starter kit with some substrate and terrain material for them. No live isopods.
No,
thank God.
But they have
I don't
recommendations in your DM.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. I will check those out. I do remember the last time that we streamed, they talked about some of the isopods that they keep.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're really pretty.
They were really, really pretty. But they were also like $500.
We might have set isopods.
Set isopods.
Or I might have room isopods, one of them.
Yeah. Room isopods, because it gets pretty cold in here, and I don't know how they tolerate that.
Yeah, that is true.
That is one thing that
will let us know.
Yeah. Yes, please. All right, we're going to go open me first. And you hold open me second over there.
Open me second feels like they sent us a tungsten, like, square.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight to it.
Like the literal maximum USPS will let you send.
Immediate note, and a spider.
Ah!
He's gone. Probably not the most humane way to deal with him, but he spoofed me. Hi, Koda and Isyander. It's really weird saying it backwards.
Don't like that.
It's really weird saying it backwards. With your Battletech video having just come out, this seemed like the perfect time to find these and send them. I was basically raised on MechWarrior 3 and 4, mostly 3, playing on a Windows XP even though they were meant for a 98. Anyways, my old man's decided to start throwing away all his old junk that's been out in the shop since the early 2000s, and I knew I had to save these for y'all, mostly Koda. So many of them are the original 1986 metal castings.
Whoa.
They're really cool, some painted, some not, some in perfect condition, others needing some glue. I spent probably 2 hours scrubbing them in warm water since they've been sitting out where rats might have come through, and others survived a small fire back in 2013. They're as clean as I could get them without losing what sanity I've got. I thought you'd appreciate growing your lance and having maps to teach Isyander, assuming he's interested in playing. I included a bunch of maps, manuals, booklets, and magazines from Battletech olden times. Everything that clean and safe to touch anyways. If y'all make more Battletech videos, I hope any of this stuff might help. I really don't know much about the lore, but could fill pages on the troubled production history of the video game side of the franchise. With the figurines, I marked certain ones with colored tape. The red tape are weird plastic casts. I don't know if they're special or anything, but there were only a few of them. The tan-ish colored tape are really goofy ones, just to show Battletech has a silly side too. In a grimdark world full of war machines, they gave multiple mechs axes and hatchets to run up melee each other. With all these mechs that have rockets, lasers, and Gauss rifles for arms, they have hatchets. There's also a mech with hands to hold a gun. Imagine being the guy that produces handguns for mechs. You're making a lot... It's kind of the same as making ink for printers, because at the end of the day, they have to come back to you specifically for the guns.
Exactly.
Lastly, the blue tape is on one of my favorite mechs of them all. Of course, they're both in MechWarrior 3. The Puma, a speedy little asshole that does laps around the battlefield just because he can and will dodge everything. Then you have the Puma's big brother, the big and bad and the sexy Daishi.
Go on.
Hope y'all enjoy. My hand is crackling from writing this much. Thank you so much.
The sexy, sure.
I'm excited to dig into the original castings because I know some of them are tin, some of them are pewter, and then he talked about the plastic ones as well.
You are going to have to get like up close B-roll to put over this portion.
I will. Whoa! That's original in box.
You're going to have to take them with you and like...
This is original in box.
You'll just
What
have
is
to
that?
Put it up.
That's an exterminator. Oh, that's sick.
Let me peep it.
Look at that.
Oh, that is... Oh, I can tell exactly when this was made, just judging by the design language.
I think it's like...
Because it reeks very
90s,
much
80s?
of that, like a prequel era.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, an old Battlemaster.
Well,
I love...
You are going to be weirdly well equipped for your next Battletech night.
Yeah. With
Like,
some vintage stuff.
Weirdly well equipped.
Yeah.
Also, 620 in the 90s, man. That's got to be like...
Wild nowadays, yeah.
Pushing 20?
I think this one's a Warhawk. Damn, these models are heavy.
Yeah, they're... Dang, hold on.
This one is not
like
pewter.
that one. Here. Swap me. Okay.
Be careful.
Wow, that is heavy.
Yeah, right? Hold on, I'm gonna dig into these and we're gonna set them on the table.
Jesus. You could concuss your opponent with one of those.
Oh, oh no, his arm's falling off. I think a little bit of glue might help, as long as I can find the arm. But it's an original Marauder, I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. You've seen me paint like a new version of this guy.
Yeah. Again, you are going to be...
So well equipped for my next Battletech night.
Mm-hmm.
Tank! I need more vehicles. And it's pre-painted for me. That's wonderful.
Oh, I like that.
They've left the turret unglued so that you can visualize the turret turning.
Oh.
One thing that helps with too is your turret, the actuator can get damaged. I think this is a... No, it's not a commando.
I love...
Some of the old ones I cannot identify because they're so blocky and their designs have changed from the new iterations.
I love hearing them land on the table because they just sound so much heavier.
I think this is a Vulcan. I could be wrong. Just judging. No, it's Victor. VTR 9K. Literally look that up online. It looks way different from the model nowadays. Oh, wow. There's a bunch in the middle here. Some of them are wrapped up. Some of them are not.
General Motors.
Yep, it's a GM product. Oh no, it's a Warhammer with his arms falling off. Some of these might need a little re-gluing. They may have gotten a little roughed up in shipping, which is a bit unfortunate, but again, nothing a little model glue cannot fix. And the bases, okay, so you've seen me paint the modern Battletech models, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen they've got the pre-attached plastic bases.
Mm-hmm.
These guys came with the bases not attached,
Mm-hmm.
so that you could fill in the empty space between the actual model base,
Mm.
the model base,
Mm-hmm.
and the base
Mm-hmm.
with basing materials, and it'd be flush with their feet.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is, I really appreciate it. I think I found the Marauder's extra arm. That will need to get glued back on. Well, I'm going to be drowning in Mad Cats. Because here's 2 more to add to my collection. The Daiichi who was talking about earlier.
Mad Cat looks so different.
Yeah, its arms are like spindly and it's very blocky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The Centurion looks wildly different. The Uller looks pretty much the same. Javelin. I've always loved the Javelin's little helmet. The Orion
Not that different.
has remained consistent. My favorite is the OG Nova. 'Cause it does not make sense. It looks so silly.
Why would you put arms on your thighs?
Why not? Oh, there are 2 of them in here.
Hold on. There's a lot.
There's another Victor.
And they kept that design language. Oh no, they made it make more sense now.
Yes.
They made it a lot more logical, actually.
There are so many cool models in here. Judging by the flatness of this, I'm assuming another tank. I am correct. I'm gonna paint some of these. I'm gonna need to paint some of these. It's very well that they're very well protected, wrapped together like this. But this is like a mess of newspaper I'm going through. I may have to. Whoa! I was gonna skip to the next box real quick, but then aerospace unit discovered.
Oh, and there we go.
And yeah,
I know exactly when that unit was made too.
how do you know?
I know I could just tell.
Oh yeah, just based
Like
off.
what was
I was
the
like, how do
popular?
you know?
No, what the popular zeitgeist was. It leaks into everything.
Yeah. Found another tank. And a hovercraft. That looks like a support hovercraft, like a transportation thing. These tanks, I'll have to find their turrets somewhere in the box here. Got another wheeled support. I'm going to have to dig into this a lot more. And I will like take pictures of the hull after that. I want to dig a little bit into that second box before...
And you can also get like zoomed in.
Yeah, I can get zoomed in
take one of the
pictures of
cameras
these
with
guys. Let's check out...
Okay. All right.
Open me second. As long as I can figure out where to put the mic. Without smacking it. Oh, these are a bunch of OG mics. And a absolute crap ton of D6 as well.
And a D100.
Is there a D100 in there? There is a D100 in there.
I know a sphere when I see one.
I needed a D100. That'll help me out. Oh, dude. Okay, so you can tell that the old maps are like...
Are those old? Whoa.
Scans of like painted maps.
Uh-huh. Dude, you may have lost the last 2 games back to back, but you're going to be drowning.
I am going to be drowning. I'm going to have to be careful with these paper maps, though.
Oh, they're disintegrating?
No, I just don't want to destroy them.
Oh.
How many are there?
A lot. I think that whole purple box is full of them.
Oh, there is a purple box within the box. Whoa! That's maps. I'm going to have to dig into those a little bit more.
Whoa.
Is that?
That has to be like original.
I think it is. Oh no, it is FASA Corporation, 1995. This catalog looks brand new. I need you to like, holy damn. This catalog feels and looks brand new.
Oh.
Yeah. Woo! Losing bits.
Oh, this aesthetic is on the way to coming back.
Yeah. Oh, the little standees for the aerospace units.
This reminds me so much of the PS2 manuals that used to come with games.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So the Battletech aerospace, that's beyond hype. I'm going to have to dust some of these.
An ad from MechWarrior 2. Like in print.
Yep, with the big green Mad Cat on the front.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Some of your dad's old awesome. Character or like game sheets are still in here. I assume that's what those notebooks are as well.
Hold on. Interesting.
Dude.
They've got Shadowrun stuff in here too.
Oh yeah, because I think FASO is running Shadowrun. Catalyst bought that property as well. I don't know if they bought like bulk old FASA stuff, but they do run that.
Dude, I love the Street Samurai catalog.
Oh, dude, this is so hype. Okay, so that's the rules for like...
oh, wow, their models are actually pretty ahead. Wow. I've seen Warhammer models from this period and that.
To be fair, Warhammer models are just genuinely really good.
Oh, shoot. Where do you want me to put this?
Yeah, set it just there for now. So, this was an entire... Yeah, this is an entire mercenary unit they were running, because that's what this sheet is. Mm-hmm. I can also tell it survived a fire. There's a little bit of, like... Soot. I'm going to have to dust things off a little bit. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this.
Laminating them so you could write on them and erase them?
Yeah. I've just been using the Flex online app through my tablet during my games. This is sweet. I can see exactly how well their last game was going. A couple... their right leg was taken out. A crit on one of their large lasers. And
I like that they left that on there so you could tell.
Yeah. Well, it might be burned into it at this point, because at a certain point, dry erase just kind of like becomes permanent.
You would be surprised.
Yet more maps. Dude, I am not going to be lacking for paper maps.
No.
Wow, that's a quick core out on that guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a quick one. Not that he had much armor to begin with. Oh, it was a javelin. That's what happened to him. Oh, I appreciate the record sheets being left in. That's awesome. This looks like it might be a cardboard map, so that'll be a little bit more durable. But this one also looks like 80s. These look 90s.
I can tell. No,
that looks 80s. More character sheets.
This is great.
This is awesome.
None of this will be on the set. It'll all be used.
No, this will be actually just be used. That reeks of the 80s.
Oh, God, yeah. I actually quite like that.
It's an original... Yeah, it's original FASA. Nope, 1990. The game had been 6 years old at that point. I think.
Basically.
1994 or 1984 is, I think, when it...
Okay.
Oh, dude. It's literally just the character sheets for everything that was around at that point. This looks like... Okay. Oh, it's just medium mechs. Okay. So more maps. More cardboard maps. Is that an original... Hold on. This might be an original, like, clan manual. What's the publishing year? No, not original, but definitely, like...
Reeks of mid-90s.
It is 1999. Yeah. Literally right before FASA had shit the bed. Which some of these designs in these books might be Japanese copyright.
Oh.
That's what got FASA into the shitter, is they were just kind of like stealing IPs a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, this is for the RPG. You want to play D&D, but it's
I'd be down.
Battletech?
I'd be down.
And also, like, this is probably 2nd edition of that.
Sounds like fun.
We have a rulebook for it. There's so much in here. Oh, well, here's just record sheets for everything. Everything I could possibly need through a certain year.
Yeah.
Damn. Is that everything in this box? That is. That's a whole
Explains
hell of a
also-
lot.
There's a lot.
That explains the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's great.
This is going to get used. This is going to be continued to be loved.
For the first time since circa 2005,
Yes,
probably.
circa 2013 is the...
No. Like the last time it was used.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it could have been used in the mid-10s.
Yeah, I figure some of those
Like, it's
notebooks
not fully
look like something I used in elementary school. So
Yeah. But yeah, for the first time in a decade,
it's
we'll
going to
see
get
gameplay
used.
use.
Yeah. And I'm going to be excited to do so. This is sick. I love the old classic record sheets. They look a whole hell of a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so hype. Thank you so much. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to pull the rest of the mechs out of the...
There should be several.
Yeah,
visual
there's going
aids.
to be a couple of mechs set up on the table, and I'll take a picture and put it in the video.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sending all this stuff in.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's quite a bit.
And thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it.
And there will be another Battletech video coming.
Yeah.
If this didn't inspire it, it was already on the way, but
It was inevitable, not inevitabler.
Inevitabler, yeah.
Yes. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for being you.